Volavo, volavo felice più in alto del sole d'ancora più su, mentre il mondo pian piano spariva lontano laggiù. Una musica dolce suonava soltanto per me.
We're in the studio.
Volare,
We're in the studio, back with Reno. Thank you for playing Volare and singing at the same time.
You're welcome.
Sounds pretty good. One of the standard songs that any accordion player must know.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the places where you played.
Oh, I love a lot of Italian restaurants.
Yeah.
North Beach, San Jose, a lot of hotels.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot with the violin and bass.
Yeah.
I do a lot with the clarinet and bass, and we do those are Italian. My clarinet player's from Sicily.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of Italian stuff at wineries.
Wineries
Wineries, all kinds of them.
Something about a nature camp in Santa Cruz?
Nature camp, yeah. Well, many years ago, I got a call to play in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and I did not know what it was. He said it was a place called the Lupin Lodge. I said, okay. We got lost. It's so dark up there by the summit.
Yeah.
So we got to a light, and I told my horn player, I said, would you go in there and see if this is the right place? And he came back out and said, they're all naked. It was a nudist camp.
That's what nature is.
We played an Oktoberfest in the hall. It was really funny.
What did you play for them?
German music, oompa, you know. They danced. Well, there were children there too. The family.
Yeah.
It's a family thing, nature thing. But they were naked.
Well, Germans very big on nature. They love the alpine scenery, and accordion's ideal for polka music.
Yeah. It was funny though.
Yeah. Hilarious.
That was one of our funny. There were a lot of good things that happened.
Yeah.
I played for Francis Ford Coppola at his winery up in Napa. Mm-hmm. I played for, I don't know, other people, movie stars. Sometimes they have parties and they're there. A lot of very wealthy people too, that have the money to have a trio play. It costs them about $1,500 for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And they're having an Italian themed party, so why not?
Well, if you have an Italian themed party, of course you're going to want to have music, and you can't, just take that stuff off of YouTube. It's much better, much classier.
Oh, yeah.
Italian wines, maybe even some French wines.
Yeah, we do French too. But we have costumes. We dress as gondoliers.
Yeah.
And it's really, I got the hats from Venice. We're called the gondoliers.
No.
Yeah, it really works. People love it. They love the atmosphere of it.
Definitely. Definitely having live music, totally different from analog music or even digital music as most music is now.
This is true. Well, when I played a wedding one time, DJ was waiting for me to finish my 2 hours. They took photographs of me, not the DJ. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
They danced to him, but they were not interested in my performance live. So
live music.
Live music is wonderful. I hope it comes back the way it used to be in the old days.
Well, hopefully, listening to you now might inspire people to either play, maybe not an accordion if it's going to cost you that much money.
No, you can buy them for $500 on eBay. They're very good. Mm-hmm. Very good.
But didn't you have to spend a lot of money to maintain
all that? This one's got a lot into it. Yeah, my new one cost $12,000.
Okay. Little out of reach when you can get an iPod for, less than $50 on Craigslist.
Yeah.
But what kinds of things do you think play better live music on accordion or even any other kind of instruments? Tell us about that.
Oh, there's all kinds of players. The Italian stuff to me is the best, and French. They go similarly together.
Yeah.
But I love jazz. And there's some very fine jazz accordionists in the world that play just marvelous. And they're not even known, but they're really good.
Okay. Well, can you tell us, or can you show us some jazzy pieces?
Jazz is very hard to play.
great intro to jazz. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's very hard to play, really hard, because you got to be imaginative. You got to create your own melody, and you're not Mozart.
Yeah.
So a really good jazz player knows how to do that, like Ray Charles or Errol Garner, pianists.
Yeah.
And the Accordionist, I know they play some really good stuff. They make it up. It's really hard to do. And you have to play the right notes and the right chords, and you got to keep the time. That's the hard part. Time is that they play it at 1,000,000 miles an hour, boom, 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 like that. That's hard. I can't do that.
Well,
They go. You ever seen that? They're going all over the place. Well, they're so good, and they got an audience of 5.
well, they have an audience of 5, but all 5 of them
All right.
agree 100%
Yeah, I
that
know.
it's worth it.
Yeah, they go.
They're sophisticated. They can't look like they're enjoying themselves.
that's what they
That's
do.
the whole point, dude.
Yeah.
This is 2017. Come on, let's hear something that somebody in 2017.
Oh, I
would
can't.
relate to.
I don't play anything like that.
You don't play any boy bands, or
No,
you're not into Justin
no,
Bieber,
God,
maybe?
no way.
No baby.
I would not
baby?
insult my accordion. So,
Well, speaking of Italian restaurants, did you ever play in an Italian restaurant and, like, in the back of your mind, you're playing the Godfather theme and think, oh, what if a mafioso gets whacked? You ever have that?
well, I do when I play Michael's theme. I always say, which one of you guys is going to get whacked?
Yeah.
From the Godfather.
Tell us about an actual something
Oh yeah,
that
well,
happened
I played a wedding
to
one
you
time
personally.
where there was the mafia guys were there.
Yeah.
And they went to prison because they committed murder. It was at a cheese factory in San Jose, and 2 guys came in to extort them, and they divided up, and they heard a gunshot. So the other guy killed the other guy. He figured that's what they're doing, and two dead men, put them in the trunk, drove towards San Francisco. Got so confused they made a U-turn on the Bay Bridge.
Do not
And
do
they
that
were caught.
when you have dead
And
bodies in the
I
trunk.
played for the nephew's wedding, and Joe was there. Very intimidating.
Don't say his last name.
No, I won't say his name.
I don't want to get whacked.
No, he was there. So that was my only experience. But it's all mythical. Italians aren't mafia.
No.
They're lovers.
They're lovers. They're all about love songs.
They're all love songs.
about you did me wrong.
You did me wrong. That's right.
Well, on that note, let's get to a beautiful love song that isn't about being betrayed. Play us
Italians?
out, Reno.
Femmina, tu sei una mala femmina, chi so che hai fatto piangere la crema infamità. Femmina, se tu peggio una vipera, non ti ho toccato d'anima, non posso più campare. That's a beautiful Italian song called Mala Femmina, Evil Woman.
Okay, we've heard about the evil women. Now let's get to the greatest hits. Play us out with That's Amore.
Oh, yeah, this is the most requested Italian song by Dean Martin. In Napoli, where love is king, when boy meets girl, this is what they sing. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the stars that make you drool, just like a pasta puzzle, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling,